Yo, what's up, everybody? Listen, today's segment is do not trust yourself, trust the system, right? So today we are going to be breaking down the importance of execution. Execution is key. Execution over everything. The more you can learn to focus on a repeatable approach, the better you are going to trade each and every single day. And today was a beautiful example of our edge and of our strategy, right? And the most important thing I want to talk about is there's all these external factors in life, right? There's news that comes out, there's volatility that drops in, there's all these millions of variables that come into the market, but none of them matter. All what matters is your ability to execute. What up, Todd? You know we had to do a video today, bro, because we absolutely cracked them. And this is the thing. It wasn't even like an amazing trade. There was nothing significant, but it was a perfect example of our process, of our strategy, of our approach. And this is the thing. Maybe you're out there, maybe you're listening in on this, and you do not have a team that focuses on strategy. You have to get involved with a team that's going to cause you to level up. We started High Performance Trader 2 years ago, and our main goal, we set out to develop a team, develop an environment that focused on execution. The real key critical factors that are causing you to either fail or absolutely crush it. What up, Roderick? I know my boy Roderick crushed them today with that beautiful 3-step approach. Let's break into it. I love it, man. You guys got me hyped up right now. I'm hyped. And the main reason I'm so hyped is because this right here. So simple. Listen, I used to make these, right? Why did I take the trade? Oh, this reason. Now I take a trade because 3 simple reasons. Number 1, critical level. Number 2, moving average cross. Number 3, RBI, GBI entry. Just a beautiful picture, perfect example. And this is the thing. This wasn't special. This happens constantly. As a matter of fact, in the last 5 months, this exact criteria has presented itself before noon 90 times. We went through the large data report. We went through the high-level summaries. Guys, don't believe me. Don't trust me. Don't trust yourself. Trust the process. And I want to break it down today because of how beautiful it was, right? So basically, we approached the market. It was picture perfect, right? I'm going to show you. We're going to do a quick breakdown of the pre-market plan, what our approach was, what we were looking at, and how we executed, right? So this was the market here. If I go back to the Discord and go to the, pre-market plan here, you're going to see, once again, I do not complicate. I will not complicate. Why? Because complicating things leads to inconsistent results. Newton's third law: for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. What does this mean? This means you must have a simple, repeatable input to get a consistent output. So every single morning is the exact same. Basically, I identify my critical levels. We got previous day high. We got previous open print. We got previous day low. And we have end of day. Downside scenario is sellers hold EOD. Upside scenario is buyers hold EOD. How do we determine who's holding end of day? Very simple. Our 3-step approach, right? There's nothing else to it. There's no Houdini-ness. There's no magic. There's no prediction. It's strictly reaction. We never predict. We only react. And what do we react to? Our strategy. Listen, right? So we're going into the market. We had news coming out at 10 o'clock, right? And I wanted to touch on news here because I used to be the trader that would not have taken this trade because news was coming out at 10 o'clock, right? So when I used to see my edge present itself, I'd be like, I'd already make it up in my mind that I wasn't going to trade. And yes, that's arguable, right? Because some people are going to be like, oh, well, you shouldn't trade before news. Well, you can't be that binary. You have to ask yourself, what sort of news is it, right? Is it FOMC? Right? Maybe you shouldn't put on a trade. But if it's something simple like job openings that does have the ability to fluctuate price, you have to make a decision. And my decision is simple. If and when I see my edge present itself, I have to take it. I have to take it. We've been collecting this data for the last 5 months, going on 6. I've seen the data reports. Anybody that wants to see the data reports, subscribe to the link below, the first link in the bio. I will send you free high-level summaries of this edge, of this strategy. You will be on the email list, right? And what you'll see is how often this actually works. And then you have to ask yourself, if this strategy prints a 75% win ratio and my journal doesn't reflect a 75% win ratio, what's the issue? Execution. There is one issue that we have to focus on each and every single day. That issue isn't capturing the best move, right? That issue isn't predicting what's going to happen, buying the low, selling the high, right? None of that. We have one thing to worry about. We have collected the data, so we don't have to worry about the strategy. Our one and only job as a day trader is to execute. That is it. This means if and when I see my edge, I have to act. I have to act, right? It is the easiest, most simplest, most effective way to get in and out of the market, right? We've already come up with a trade plan. We already know what we're looking for. Now it is just strictly execution. And that's exactly what we did here. It was beautiful, right? It was beautiful. I mean, we got open print here. Let me throw on my HVT indicator here. That's going to show us the moving average cross. It's going to give us the signal, right? And one thing I want to point out here, I had a client of mine actually build this for me. It's a 1 hour. You guys see this horizontal blue line here that kind of follows the overall price action, right? Well, what that is the 1 hour 9D EMA, right? And how this works is it's representing the 1 hour 9. Right. So I want to trade with this. And what I've noticed is if and when price is close to this 1 hour 9, these trades become extremely highly probable. Right. So now I'm going to whip back out to the Discord. I just want to show you guys exactly the alert we threw out here for the team so that everybody was able to capitalize on this. Very simple. Right here at 9:50 a.m., I am in longs 59783 stop, right? So at 9:50 a.m., I'm pulling the trigger and I'm getting in the market long. Now, this is a 5-minute candle. So I just want to show you guys the first minute here, price came down, started to rip up. And then once we broke the top of this candle, you guys already know it, I have to get in the trade. I have to. Why? Well, very simple. Moving average cross. The red cloud has turned green. Open print, right? Open print, moving average cross, red bar. I love it. And I know all the real HVT traders can relate when I say this. How good does it feel, right? When price looks like this and you go, oh, yeah, buyers are here, but I can't get in the trade. I can't because I know there is a 75% chance that this will present itself, right? So if there's a 75% chance that this right here, our criteria, will present itself and work in our favor, it doesn't make sense to enter here or chase along, right? It doesn't make sense. I was reading this book and it broke it down so beautifully. It said weakness is the result of no power, right? And then it said strength and courage is the result of power. Power comes from within. Power is a form of knowledge. Weakness is a form of ignorance. What this means is when I'm ignorant, I'm weak. If I don't know the numbers, if I don't know the statistics, if I don't know the reliability, right? If I don't know that this edge has a 75% chance of presenting itself and being profitable, if I don't know that, I am weak. I am ignorant. Therefore, I'm going to get bad results. On the flip side of that coin, if I'm aware, if I have the knowledge, if I've gathered the data, if I've studied the data, and I know that there's a 75% chance that this is going to present itself in a profitable way, then I have to take it. And not just take it, I have to wait for it. I have to wait for it. And once it presents itself, we take it long. Look at that. It was beautiful. We went long right here, 9:50. News ended up coming out here at 10 o'clock. It was wild. I mean, pretty much what was it? Let me see here. If I whip out the 2-minute, you see it a little better. 950 right here. Check it out. 950. We broke the high of this candle, just like I was just saying. This was the red bar that was ignored. Put your box around it. Go long. So once again, I entered the market long when the market looked like this. We must study this because it's easy to go, oh, yeah, I went long here. Look at the great move. No, see, we're not going to have that information tomorrow. But what information will we have? And how repeatable is it? Well, we can always look at open print. We can always identify the moving average cross. We can always identify the RBI or GBI. Look at this. It was beautiful. Straight up the previous day high. It was flawless. Absolutely and utterly flawless. You guys can see right here. I actually sold a little bit early on this trade. But, you know, what's early, right? This is where I sold my position. I got in here at 598.40 and I sold at 599.56. Do I care? Absolutely not. Why? Well, because I literally cleared almost a 60% ROI here. Very simple trade. One trade, one SPX contract. And you literally pulled almost, I think I ended up selling it for around $550, something like that. Just beautiful execution. Right? So we're going to wrap this up, guys. I love you. Thank you for coming. But one thing I want to say before we go, remember, weakness is a result of ignorance. Strength and courage is a result of knowledge. I love you guys. Get involved with the team. Let's finish this week strong.